Hey, everybody, guess what? Look what arrived. The Hasselblad True Zoom Moto Mod for the Moto Z series. And, haha, not enough to be content with that. In the box was also the Moto Droid, Moto Z Droid, Moto Z Play, Moto Z Play Droid, Moto, I don't know. I don't like the droid name branding. Moto Z Play. As you know, I already unboxed the Moto Z and Moto Z Force. Please watch my video. I don't know, I'll link it down here somewhere. I'm doing this live, as you know, so I haven't opened this box at all, but I will not lie. Like my previous video I just made, which is, by the way, very awesome, and you should go watch. I did open this up and quickly played with it because I couldn't wait. You know how much of a camera freak I am. This is the most exciting thing to me since the Galaxy camera slash Galaxy S4 zoom or Galaxy K zoom. All three devices from Samsung that had basically Android and a camera all integrated in one. The K zoom and the S4 zoom were phones, but the Galaxy camera was just a camera with data capabilities. This is a mod. It sticks on the back of a Moto Z, any Moto Z Force, Moto Z Play, and gives you a point and shoot and replaces the built-in camera with an amazing point and shoot camera. You know, Hasselblad probably makes much better cameras than this is capable of, but this compared to any phone camera is still very much better. So I'll walk you through this, show you around, but the thing that really strikes me the most about this, is that I've taken it out of the box and used it a bit, is how well it integrates with the phone. And I'll show you that in a second. So anyway, Moto Mods, you know, stick it on the back of your phone. So what are the specs on this? 10 times optical zoom, xenon flash, Hasselblad imaging experience, very much like the Leica imaging experience on the Huawei P9. These guys paid attention to making sure that everything is high quality. Anyway, so let's just open this up, shall we? There we go. Pull this out. La 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 la. You know how I la 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 a lot when I do the unboxing. Some people hate it. I don't know what their problem is, really. So there it is. And then there's some other stuff in the box that we'll get to in a second. So this is it. Look at this thing. It's massive. Not really, but boom, there it is. Okay, so you're going to say, what's the deal? Well, first of all, it's pretty thin, all things considered. It does have this extendable zoom lens with a lens protection. It says Hasselblad on it. It has the number, which is 4116. That's the name of the Hasselblad product. The Hasselblad logo, the xenon flash. Some autofocus light probably here. There is some information about the lens. So it's a 10-time optical zoom, as you can see here. And then the numbers here say that it's an f3.5 to 6.5. F over 3.5 to f over 6.5 zoom lens. Now that's not the best, you know, f over 2 point something would be nicer, but most point shoots are in that range, and with a bigger sensor and bigger pixels, you can generally get pretty decent quality. And this tells you how the what the focal length is right here for 5mm. Now, what's interesting is that you have a dedicated two-stage, oh, beautiful feeling camera button, and then you have a zoom toggle for zooming in and out, and then a power on off button, very much like a point and shoot basically. And then here inside you have this felt covered little hole where the camera from the Moto Z is going to go. Here are all the gold plated contacts that come in contact with the back of the phone. So without further ado, I have here a Moto Z, which has been my prop in the previous video. This is to show you how I'm gonna like do this. There you go. How thin this actually all is. This is the Moto Z, the very thin 5mm Moto Z. So as you can see, the camera itself adds maybe 8mm to the 5mm, maybe a centimeter. So I mean, it makes it about the thickness of a point and shoot. And you can stick this in your pocket if you want. But here's the cool thing, right? So if I turn on the phone, you know, nothing happens really. If I go in the camera app, I get a different camera. And look, the camera woke up. Here's the lens extended. And as you can see, let's use a prop. I don't know, like, what do I have? Oh, yes, I have this in my pocket. The V20 by LG. So let's use it as a prop, shall we? So, you know, you can turn on and off the flash here, on, off, auto, and then you have, what does this do? The timer. So here are your timer settings. And then the Hasselblad mode here, it gives you the choice of shooting color, shooting black and white, shooting color with RAW, and then you get some modes. You got a sport mode, you got a backlight portrait mode, you've got a night portrait, night landscape, and landscape. And as you can see, that's it. This is as simple as it gets. You can touch to focus. You can adjust the exposure, just like the Moto's standard interface on their own camera. You can still switch to the front-facing camera if you want. You can see me here with my iPhone filming this. And then here's how you look at the photo. You can switch between a bunch of modes, actually. Panorama mode, so it tells you how to use it. Video mode, because it can record video. Of an anti-shake mode that you can turn on and off. So it's in addition to the digital, to the optical image stabilization, gives you an anti-shake, digital anti-shake. And then finally you've got this mode here, which is back to the camera mode. What's this one do? Oh, well, gives you full manual controls. Look at that. You can change a whole bunch of things in real time. So you can change exposure, ISO, shutter speed here, white balance, and focus, which is really nice. So if I wake up the V10 here, you can adjust the focus. Apparently, I don't see it very well, but it doesn't seem to be doing it. I don't know why. But anyway, you get the idea. Get manual controls, which is really nice. So, oh, there we go. The focus is working. Just not very well. So I'm back in auto. Anyway, so that's how it integrates. Now, you're going to say per se that's no big deal. You can go like this and kill the app, and sure enough, it turns it off. But here's what's really cool, right? So the phone now, let's put the phone to sleep, okay? So I'm going to press the power button. Boom. Phone, that's the wrong one. There. Phone is asleep, right? Okay, watch. I push the power lock key on this, and it instantly wakes up the camera. It's ready to go. I mean, it's instantaneous. If I push it again, it kills it and puts the phone into lock mode. This is how quickly it goes. Let's me see my finger push and see the screen. Look at how fast this camera is ready. Like 2 seconds. This is pretty amazing. So pretty quick. And then of course, as you know, my prop here, I'm going to turn it back on. So as you know, you've got the zoom button, so you can zoom in and zoom out, right? Up here. And then you can focus, right? You can select an area like this and focus on it. But you can also touch to focus. But pressing the half press to focus, you know, basically refocuses in the selected area, which is really cool. So that's it. That's the Hasselblad Moto Mod. It's like a $250 or $200, almost $300 accessory for the Moto Zs. And this is really the future. I mean, this is solidly attached. There is no falling out. This is magnetic. And it turns your phone into a much higher quality camera, especially if you have the Z, regular Z, which is camera is kind of average. The Z Force is a much nicer camera. And this is how you pry it off. You know, you just like put your finger there and you remove it and you put it in your away, and now you're back to your beautiful 5mm phone that it tells you how to do it. And you know, you're back to the super thin phone, and then, you know, if you want to do some awesome photography, you just put this back on, boom, and you're back in business. It's really cool, really, really cool. So this is it, the Hasselblad adapter Moto Mod from Hasselblad and Motorola for the Moto Z series. Really quite an achievement. I think we've kind of found a way to do modularity in a smart and cool way for mobile devices. So let's see what else is in the box real quick. We've got another thing here. This is a little carrying case, magnetic flap here. and it's got bellows. So as you can see, it can grow to accommodate any Moto Z phone attached to the Hasselblad mod and stick it in there and protect it and have a little lanyard to hold on to it so that if you go camping or on holidays, you are all set. What else is in the box? A manual. Tells you about the camera. It's very cool. So, well done, Moto and Hasselblad. Now, I know this is not going to be the quality of a real Hasselblad phone, camera, but you know what? It's a step in the right direction. Moto Z Play. As you know, I have the Moto Z and the Moto Z Force. Again, watch my review video on my feed. But this is the Moto Z Play. This is an interesting phone because it's Snapdragon 600, I think 617 based, if I remember properly. And it has a 5-point-inch display like the Moto Z's, and it takes the mods like the Moto Z's, but it has a 1080p display instead of Quad HD. So let's look into this. This is still an exclusive for Verizon here in the US for a little while. Ooh, this is a white one. Cool. So as you can see, I haven't really opened this yet. White and gold. Oh yeah, check this bling out. Oh, white and gold. So there you have it. So I don't have any fingernails, so I'm not going to remove. Normally, I love the sound of removing these things, and I do it live, but I cut my nails, and I'm kind of like not in a place to do that. But if you look carefully here, I'll walk you through this phone real quick. So there is the SIM slot at the top here, as expected, very much like the other Motos. It looks a bit thinner than a Moto Z Force, but thicker than the Moto Z. Secondary microphone, this is all metal with the antenna line, as you can see. So the same industrial design as the other Moto Zs. The power key that's ribbed, the volume rocker here on the right-hand side, nothing else. Ah, there's a headphone jack. Unlike the other Moto Zs, the Moto Z Force and the Z Normal, there's a headphone jack on the Moto Z Play, which is really good news. Here's the USB Type-C charger. And then on the left-hand side, you've got nothing. I showed you the SIM slot on top, so this is all beautiful gold. You got a camera here. I can't remember what the resolution. I think it's a 16 megapixel autofocus camera. Don't think it has OIS. Dual LED, dual color flash, the Moto logo, and the Moto Mods connector. I don't know what that is down here. Some sort of mic, maybe. Not sure. Then you've got the fingerprint reader down here. And there is LTE SIM installed because it's a Verizon phone. And you've got the front-facing flash, like the other Moto Z's, sensor, front-facing camera. I can't remember what the specs are on that. Frankly, I should have looked it up. I think it could be like 5 or something. The cool thing about this phone is it's got a really massive battery. And with the Snapdragon 600 series in there, the battery life is supposed to be extraordinary, better than the Moto Z Force, apparently. So it'll be interesting to see. But it doesn't have the shatterproof screen of the Moto Z Force. But honestly, if I had to pick a Moto Z and I was more budget-oriented, this would be the one to pick because the performance is going to not be that much worse than the A20. You get a headphone jack, you get the Moto Mods, and it looks really sexy and white like that. So let's start it up and see what happens. So you can have a look. So again, 5.5-inch 1080p, not Quad HD display on this guy. Yeah, let's see. Moto, powered by Android. Let's see what happens. Some dirt here for some reason. No idea where that came from. But yeah, it's a sexy phone. Ooh, it's making noises. Look at that beast. Beautiful. I like this design. Alright, so there we go. The screen looks pretty good actually, to be honest with you. It's a pretty high quality phone. So, the Moto Z Play. And then what else is in the box, right? Probably wondering. So we've got this little cover here. It's basically the same packaging and layout as the other Moto Z's with a little pouch like that. Meet your phone, Verizon, important customer information, safety information, because you might die using this phone. Watch out. Oh, and it comes like the other Moto Zs with a beautiful wood cover that you can stick in the back here. I have a dark gray one that came with my Moto Z and Moto Z Force, and I have a light one, which is right here, so you can see the difference. Light one, I have a dark one, and this is kind of in between, which is cool. Now I have 3 choices, so I can really reconfigure my motos to be very different for each. So there you go. And then of course turbocharging, USB Type C, as you can see right there, but fixed and attached permanently to this turbocharger charger. Turbocharging is Motorola's proprietary high-speed charging technology, and it works on a whole bunch of their phones, at least the Moto Z series. And then you have a SIM removal tool here, of course, as you'd expect. Oh, come on, where are you? There. Oh, yeah. Look at that. You can stab your finger with this. It's dangerous. Woof. Anyway, this is a very clear illustration how you should be stabbing your phone with it. So there you have it, the Moto Z Play unboxing. You know, a month later, I did the Moto Z and Moto Z Force a month ago. I hope you enjoyed that. More importantly, I hope you enjoyed the Hasselblad unboxing, because that Moto mod is dope and I'm excited about it. And let's see if I can put this back together in some semblance of well-behaved. There we go, Moto Z. I gotta say, I'm really excited about a Moto Z series this year. I think they're very aesthetically pleasing phones, especially this white and gold. And I think that this Moto Mod technology, you know, is super awesome, right? Like, I mean, let's remove the Hasselblad from the Moto Z standard, and look, now boom, we've got it on this phone, just like that. And it's sexy, you know, with the gold rim and the wide front. Wow, look at that. So, Moto Mods, kudos to Motorola for bringing us modularity in an intelligent way. And the Hasselblad Moto Mod and the Moto Z Play here. Thanks to Moto for sending me these while I was at Burning Man. In case you're wondering why my fingers look like hell, that's because of Burning Man. I did try to clean things up best I could. But please subscribe, whatever the button is down here somewhere. Please like this video. Please watch all my other videos. You know, I do the unboxings for you guys. It's fun. So stay tuned for more. That's it for today. 2 live videos in one day is pretty good, right? So I'll catch you next time. Moto Z Play, Hasselblad True Zoom 4116 Moto Mod. Cheers, guys. Bye.